All right, what's going on, guys? Jason Sins here. Absolute raw dog video. I got no specific topic prepared. I just wanted to come on here, speak a little bit. Yeah, just share some thoughts. What's going on? Currently, we're on one of the more secluded islands in Thailand. Super beautiful place. I'm sure you can hear the monkeys and the birds in the background. Been here for about 3 weeks, and in about a day or two, we're about to head over to Pattaya, just for a 2-day layover type of thing. And then from there on, we're going to be leaving the country for a little bit. Why are we leaving? Visa purposes, banking purposes, needing to get the proper setup in order to actually stay here in Thailand very long term. So that's what we're about to go do now, just get out for a bit. So life-wise, I guess that's it. We're just hopping around, having a good time, enjoying life, of course. Working on the business, no days off in one way or the other, but it's essential to always keep growing. We're actually looking to add a new marketing method on top of the things that we're currently doing. So, we're doing Threads, Twitter, IG, of course. And then on top of that, we're kind of looking for a fourth pillar to come in there. Why are we looking for a fourth pillar? Because it'll create stability. Obviously, we'll get growth, but it'll also create stability. As the platforms are constantly changing, right? Like say IG goes like this, and then Twitter goes like this, and Threads goes like this, right? If you only had one of those, you would be experiencing the up and downs. So long you have two of those, right, you're crossing out each other's peaks, and therefore you're getting more stable growth. When you have three of them, you'll have even more stability. And then if you have four, even one step more stability. So if one goes completely wrong or something ends up happening, the algorithm changes, you're good because you have three other marketing methods that are pulling subs consistently. Now, the goal with OFM is to create stability, not fast retarded cash. And fast retarded cash always comes packaged in the fast retarded solutions. Something like suicide dating app methods, Reddit suicide methods. It's these short-lived bursts of marketing strategies that work until too many people catch on, essentially. And sure, they're fantastic for some time, but sooner or later you're going to hit a roadblock with those types of methods. And then it's going to be, okay, are you the type of guy who instantly knows how to fix that and how to compensate? Or are you the type of guy that's going to take the blow and then basically your business starts going dramatically downhill? And then you basically have to squirm and fight and blood, sweat, and tears until you actually get it back up again. That's a very annoying feeling. It's not something as an entrepreneur that I think you want. Maybe, depending on the person you are, you would like to make more evaluated, safe decisions that will allow you to actually scale your agency consistently. Because short bursts of success are extremely common in OFM, right? You have a short burst and then a big downfall, short burst and a big downfall. And those are the agencies that typically are never able to create a full-time, stable income, a sustainable business out of OFM. And everybody's here for the fast cash. Everybody's here to live the fast life. Everybody wants to go to Dubai. Everybody wants to go to Thailand. Everybody wants to do all of these super exciting things. Get the cash, do it now. And yes, you gotta be hungry. Those are the things that you're working for. But when you're sitting there and you have one of those methods in your hand that you know is just a short burst of luck, essentially. I know that you know that it's a short burst of random luck, spray and pray, and you're gonna make some results. When you have that on your hands, appreciate that for the moment, maximize it, but do not put all your eggs in that basket. Put your eggs in multiple baskets, and especially safer baskets, right? It's okay to put eggs in a risky basket. That's how you make results, right? You take big risks, and you max out things that you see that work. However, do not forget about the bigger picture. The bigger picture is a sustainable online business that's able to pay you month by month for years to come. Because let's face it, you're running OFM, you're doing OFM, you're doing extremely unsustainable marketing methods. You know they're a bit retarded, you're making some money, it's great. Maybe this will persist for a few months, maybe it'll persist for a year, maybe for 2 years. But if you never take the moment to pivot into something more serious, something more sustainable, something more long-term, what will happen in that situation is sooner or later you will just become a grifter. And a grifter is just somebody who kind of hops on the latest trends, maximizes it, and then ultimately it dies out, and then they jump to the next thing. And that's fine. It's honestly part of OFM. Grifting is a big part of OFM. That's kind of how the marketing systems shift in one way or the other. It's a little bit grifty. However, it doesn't have to be grifty in the bigger picture of things. You just need to play your cards in the correct sequences. You need to cover all playing fields and not just focus on the bag. The bag is fantastic. The bag is what you need to be focused on. However, there are a lot more things at play when you decide to commit to OFM. And if you're only focused on making the bag for next month, it's not going to be good for you. I promise you, it's not going to be good for you. You need a long-term strategic mindset with like offensive short-term marketing. That's like a really good mixture, right? So you're doing all these offensive things, you're taking action, you're maximizing the opportunities you find, but in the background, you are playing your cards every single day in order to create like a foundation. If you don't create a foundation, and if you have a business right now and you are at the mercy of some retarded Tinder spoofing tool working properly today, then I think you really need to reevaluate your business. If that is your only play, make a new playbook. Keep that in your playbook because it's offensive, it's good, but you need to diversify, most definitely. And so this concept of stability in OFM, right? So every OF graph that you see, right? I'm gonna try to draw like this, and this is gonna look stupid, but every OF graph that you see, it goes like this, right? For every single model. Basically up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, crazy. And it's just the way it works. That's like in the short-term time frame, it looks like that, right? In the long-term time frame, it's gonna be looking like this, right? Like a big S curve, essentially. There's nobody who's just going like this. You might go for like this for a bit, but sooner or later, you're gonna start dipping. And then once you've been dipping, you're gonna start coming back up, right? But that's just how it works, honestly. And the way you combat that is with more clients, right? If you have more models at different stages in their development, it'll basically be canceled out into one flat, basic curve, right? So different zigzag curves layered on top of each other, making this absolute mess, which essentially just creates stability. Now, the same thing applies for your marketing, right? Instagram's going like this, Twitter's going like this, Reddit's going like this, right? Doing all of this shit month by month. Keep in mind, that's like the story of OFM. And the only way to actually combat that is to have multiple marketing methods doing the same curves at different moments. Now, the way I explained that, in retrospect, I think I sound really dumb. But I do think you get my point. Now, if you're looking to scale, one of the easiest things you can do is add a new creator. Now, percentage-wise, imagine you have 10 clients, right? And then one client decides, I'm leaving, I'm done with this. Okay, you lose 10% of your business maybe. 10% of your business walked away because that's what they wanted to do, and that's cool. But if that was your only creator, 100% of your business would walk away and you'd be crying, sitting in the corner, like shivering. And with the marketing platforms, right? Like if you have 4 consistent marketing platforms working in unison together, if one changes and your method doesn't work out there anymore, or if one decides to ban you, well, guess what? You again just lose 25% of your marketing efforts in that moment. And building back 25% is a lot easier than building back 100% because you still have cash flow, right? You still have cash flow. That's OFM. You have cash flow every single week. And that's like the craziest opportunity about OFM. You're making so much cash flow every single week, you can just recycle it. Fix the problem. The moment 25% gets gone, invest, fix the problem, and then you're gonna be back in 1 month. So in a nutshell, that's how I visualize it. That's how I approach OFM, and that's how I think about these things. Because I don't wanna be at the mercy of anything. I don't wanna be at the mercy of something breaking. I don't wanna be at the mercy of a client. I don't wanna be at the mercy of nothing. I want full control. And this is pretty much the only way you can have full control in OFM. This isn't meta ads, right? Like meta ads has been the same for I don't know how many years, right? I mean, there's some small changes here and there, but for the most part, it's there. It's consistent, it stays. That's not how it works in OFM, right? Systems adapt and systems change. You can love it, you can hate it, and you can do something about it. And that's what you can do. Now, in terms of the new marketing method that we are currently working on implementing on top of the things we're doing right now, it's TikTok Live. We're working on a pre-recorded TikTok Live method, trying to get that fully functional up and running. It's one of those things that is at the mercy of a tweak. It is a very offensive marketing play because it's not a guaranteed shot that it'll last for a super long time, right? But we're adding that into the mixture on top of the safe marketing activities that we're doing because we want something more aggressive, something more quicker. And honestly, these types of marketing methods are oftentimes so much more difficult than sticking to some of these more safer alternatives. There is nothing easy about them. Maybe the gains about them are easier. They're quicker, they're faster, they feel good. But the fuckery that you have to go through before, the fuckery in the setup is unmatched in those situations. It's really super annoying. But I think enough about that. I will update you on how that goes in a different video. That is everything for now. I don't think I have anything left to say. I totally raw dogged this video. Sometimes I think it's nice to just talk, let out your thoughts, and share that with some people. But nevertheless, I hope it was somewhat insightful. feel free to drop me a comment. You can join the OFM incubator. It's my private WAP community listed in the description below. Click the link, go check it out. We got a Discord server filled with a bunch of different SOPs, very marketing focused. So you'll find a lot of information about different marketing methods tailored to both those that are more experienced and also to the beginners. So those who are looking also for, the starting steps in OFM, looking for the full overview, all of that information is also included there. All right, that's it for this video. Wishing you health, wealth, and love. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.